Hey guys, this is Danae. I'm coming to you for a quick video. So today someone wrote me a message, so I just wanted to retouch on a topic that we have talked about earlier, and it's about finances. So basically, this is paraphrasing, but the person asked me about like if I feel that I could have moved out on my own, started paying other bills, and still been able to pay off my student loans. On like the same timeline that I have right now. My plan for paying off my student loans is like a 2.5 to 3 year plan. So my answer to that person was no. And I also want to caution people that think that they're going to leave PA school and move out on their own and start paying all their bills. That sounds practical. You worked really hard. Now you have a job where you're making a certain amount of money. But I just want to talk you guys through this, right? You graduate PA school. You can't even sit for the pants until 7 days after your program's end date. So we have that. All right. So you have your pants date. Say you take it 7 day, on the 8th day. All right. You take it. You still have to wait 2 weeks to get the results of the pants. Unless you're going to get a job that's going to allow you to work without a license. And some states do allow that, but most don't. You're going to need your license. Before you can get that job. So now you pass the pants. The next step is to apply for your license. The state of New York took 3 weeks to give me my license, and the state of Connecticut took 2 months to give me my license. Now, once you start, if you decide to work in a hospital, I can't talk for outside facilities or like private practice. So once you have your license, now you can go through the accreditation process with the hospital. Most accreditation process, I should have said credentialing. You can go through the credentialing process, right? Most of the time it takes 45 days to 3 months to go through hospital credentialing, okay? So the good thing is you have this 6-month grace period before you need to start paying your loans. So that's a nice little cushion. It gives you time to, get set up, to take the pants, get your license, get a job. But I will also tell you, you have to remember, for graduate loans, most of the loans are unsubsidized loans. So that means you're accruing interest the entire time you're in graduate school. And I've always been very forthcoming with you guys about my debt. I had about $198,000 worth of debt when I left school. And I noticed that my interest, or maybe $200,000, I noticed that my interest was like, my loan rate was going up really fast. So when I looked back and I was ready to pay, my loan had increased by, no, it was 205. Yeah, it was 205 when I left school. And by the time I was getting ready to pay it, it was 211. So I want you guys to know I was accruing $1,000 worth of interest per month after I graduated PA school. So you do have that 6-month window of time, but just realize you're also accruing interest. And you have to be careful with your student loans because the way I explain them to people is they're not interest only, but it's like you can't pay on your principal amount that you owe, which would ultimately decrease your interest, like how much interest you're accruing, because the interest is being accrued off the principal amount. So in order to make payments, you have to pay off all of the interest before you can make a payment on the principal. So before I was able to touch any of the principal amount, I paid off all of my interest. So I just want people to be really realistic. And I'm not saying that you can't leave PA school and go and, live on your own and pay all your bills. You can totally 100% do that. Your payment options and payment plan might just be different. A 10-year public service agreement with the student loan entity that that financed your loan might be something that works better with you, or for the federal government if you want to go into the 10-year public service loan, if you want to go into an income driven plan. You just have to do what's best for you. But I got that question from a viewer, so I just wanted to check in with you guys just to make sure people know what they're getting themselves into. Okay, all right, bye guys.